This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Steve Young. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, Young. That's caught by Irvin. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. Michael Irvin. 56 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man. Complete. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Young. And that's Elliott, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
61, matchbox, right.
On 1st and 10, Young. Got a man, it's Michael Irvin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Young. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Steve Young with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. To try again after the sack. Jackson, throw left side complete. That's Holt. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play really nice.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Go. Get it.
3rd and short yardage, Young. He's got Michael Irvin complete. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. It's Young on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Steve Young, his 3rd touchdown pass in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On 2nd down, Jackson able to get this to Gordon. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, Echo. Mike's 50. Head up.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime?
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back in.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Jackson to throw. They still can't get it. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Young. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Young now. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And now running. And he coughed it up. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
25 yards that time. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf, 30 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. Prater for the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, That's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Young to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Beckham the return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Jackson on 1st down. Now he'll let it go deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee. Now Justin Tucker's out to try to field goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Buying time to his left. And Too Tall Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down at